Hi everyone, it's Shannon. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new, I hope you'll hit that subscribe button because you'll find new DIYs, tutorials, and new inspiration here every single Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Now I'm super excited to bring you today's tutorial. We're going to be using some gift boxes from Dollar Tree to make our own farmhouse style little village. So let's go ahead and get started. Now I saw these adorable gift boxes at Dollar Tree and thought with a little bit of updating they would be so cute for some inexpensive farmhouse decor to make a little village or shelf decor piece. So I have three. I have two in the smaller size and one in the larger size. I also grabbed some of this lightweight spackling from Dollar Tree that's going to give our houses a little extra touch of snow on them. I also have my white chalk paint and a foam paintbrush. You can get that from Walmart. I have some buffalo check ribbon that is from Hobby Lobby and a black Sharpie marker. Now to get started, I'm going to take my houses apart. So these have lids on them that just pop right off, and we're going to give all of our pieces 3 coats of the white chalk paint. Alright, so here's the first coat. It's basically just a base coat, just to smooth everything out. Obviously I didn't do the bottoms of these. These are flipped upside down because you're not going to see that. I'm going to let these dry really well before I come back and do the next 2 coats. Alright, so here are my houses all painted and dried. Like I said, I did 3 coats of the white chalk paint on those, and I sort of rethought this next step. I was going to use my black marker to do the windows and the doors, and you still could do that. If you have a steady hand, that's probably just fine, or if you kind of used a pencil and like mapped it out with a ruler and made everything look the same, I think that would be just fine. It would take a little bit more time. Instead, I had a sketch pad that had some black paper in it, so I ripped one of those pages out, and I have my paper trimmer here, and I'm just going to cut squares and rectangles out for the doors and windows out of the paper and use my glue stick here to apply them to the fronts. Alright, so here's my little doors and windows I'm going to glue on there. The 2 smaller houses, actually all of the windows that I did, those are all about 1 inch square. The 2 houses that were smaller, I made those doors a little bit smaller too, so they're the same width as the windows. They're 1 inch wide, but they're about 1.5 inches tall. The bigger house here, I made a bigger door, so this is about 1.25 inches wide and then 2 inches tall. So here's the look at the little houses. The pieces are all glued on there. I have them sitting on the side so that it can sit flat and dry instead of like peeling off or falling off or anything until the glue is completely dry. And now I have my buffalo check ribbon that I said I have from Hobby Lobby that I have on hand. I want to add a little bow to the front of these. I think it'd be really cute if you added sort of one of those little mini wreaths that you can get from craft stores or even Walmart, I think. Dollar Tree didn't have them, and I have this on hand and I wanted to add something. So this is a little bit too wide for a smaller bow, so I'm going to cut my ribbon down the middle, so it'll be about 1 inch wide of ribbon, and then I'm going to use my hot glue to attach the bows to the top. Alright, so I wanted to show you and kind of slow down how I make my little bow here, because the way I do it, it's nice because your tails stay at the bottom, whereas if you tie it like you're tying your shoe, your tail kind of seems to want to come up and out the wrong way. And the way I do it is, I think it's sort of just an alternative to how you can tie your shoes, where you make a loop on each side, and then our tails kind of cross in the front like this. And then you just tie a knot. So you bring one loop around the other and put it through the hole that your thumb sort of makes. And that way you tie a knot in the middle and your loops come out the top and your tails come out the bottom. And that way you end up with a really nicely tailored bow. And whenever you do a bow like this, you do kind of have to do a lot of pulling and adjusting and making sure everything is tight and flattened and your loops, you know, kind of look nice. So you have to do a little bit of work to it, but in the end you end up with a really, really nice, beautiful bow. So I'm gonna make one more of these, and then I'll have 3 bows total, one for each one of my houses. I'm also going to cut these tails, just sort of dovetail them so that has a finished look. And then I'll glue them to the tops of the houses. Now I want to add that little snowy touch to the tops of the houses. So I have my spackle from Dollar Tree and a butter knife. You could use a spackle knife too. Can't seem to find mine right now, so I'm going to use just a kitchen knife. It'll wash off just fine. And I'm just going to apply some of the spackle to the top, especially at the tops and the ridges where snow would gather. Thank you so very much for joining me for today's tutorial. Please give this video a thumbs up. I hope you'll hit that subscribe button next to me, as I have more great DIY tutorials coming for you every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. There is a link below that with more awesome DIY tutorials I hope you will check out. You can find me on Facebook and on Instagram, and I'll have those linked down below. Thanks so much again, and I'll see you next time. Bye everyone.